Arc Raiders may have cracked the code for how to best handle seasonal character wipes. Now, this topic is a pretty contentious one. The whole point of grinding and getting stuff in a game, well, what's the point of that? If you're going to take that away from me, if you're going to, reset my character, what happens if I run out of time? What if I don't have enough time to finish the thing before you do a seasonal reset or you start everybody over? Now, others might push back and say, hey, we need a reason to have re-engagement every new season, right? If you're unfamiliar with this idea, I want you to imagine all the loot, all the unlocks, and all the currency you've been amassing. Well, basically it gets reset to 0, and now there's new stuff for you to go and chase with a whole new character, okay? This is basically how it works with seasonal characters in Diablo, right? You make a seasonal character with the understanding that you're going to grind like crazy, and then everything's going to be basically done at the end of that season. Well, Arc Raiders may have the solution for how to best handle this. Insider Gaming reported the following. In a lengthy blog post by Arc Raiders design director Virgil, it was revealed how the game will handle progression wipes. The developers had already stated that they do not intend to do mandatory wipes, and they have stuck to their word. So listen, Embark Studios, they have been very excellent in engaging with the community. I think that's one of the reasons the game is sitting in such a great spot. They've been very active and they have been listening. They've even sort of leaned into memes, right? When their game name, Arc Raiders, was censored in a recent Call of Duty Black Ops 7 stream, they kind of leaned into it. It was rather funny. Now, the report continues here. It says they understand the benefits of global wipes as they provide experienced players with a fresh game. However, it doesn't cater to players who don't have as much time to play. Now, listen, this is not the only issue with mandatory wipes, but this is certainly a big one. Okay, we've seen this issue crop up quite a bit in recent movements to allowing battle passes to be completed over time. Like if you're like, hey, I didn't get to finish my battle pass, what am I going to do? Well, a lot of companies are now saying, oh yeah, your battle passes can be completed anytime. The irony is giving people this level of freedom, they might be spending more money. They're not feeling that wrong version of FOMO, which is fear of missing out. Many might feel like, well, I'm not going to buy this thing because I might not have enough time to finish it, and giving people more freedom with things like this, maybe that's emboldening more people to spend money. So how is this going to work in Arc Raiders? This is what they say in the article. The game features projects that players can access at level 20. The first major project in this section is the Expedition Project, and once players complete it, they can reset their character. After completing a reset, players can do it again by completing another one of these projects. Expedition Project will operate on a roughly 8-week cycle during which players can make progress towards that project. Okay, so what happens at the end of 8 weeks, right? Let's say you run out of time and you didn't complete it, okay? This is what they say in the article. Once the 8 weeks are complete, players will have the option to finalize their project for an additional week. If they have fulfilled all the project's requirements, they can finalize it. If the player's project is not ready during this window, their progress will be retained and they can continue working on it until the next finalization window. So you can wait and you can do it again. Well, let's say that you choose to wipe. What do you lose? This is what they say. Anything that's related to the character's progress will be wiped, including levels, skills, items, inventory, workshop, crafting capabilities, etc. Any cosmetics earned or purchased, achievements, rankings, etc. will be retained. Anything rooted solely in the meta game or involving real money will be preserved, they said. After completing their Expedition Project, players will be able to skip most of the onboarding and tutorial steps, which include unlocking certain features, maps, etc. Okay, this begs the question. Why would I do this? Why would I do this? Why would I voluntarily reset all of my things? Well, they tell you. Here's the quote. Players who complete Expedition projects in Arc Raiders will receive some benefits and rewards. These are yet to be finalized, but they are the type of rewards players can expect. These are the type of rewards players can expect. Permanent account unlocks for each completed expedition, unique cosmetic rewards for completed expeditions, account buffs that are applied for the duration of the following expedition cycle, and sequential completions of the expedition project increase the magnitude of these buffs up to a limit. So there you have it. You got reasons to wipe, reasons to wait if you want, and I think this is a pretty measured approach to an honestly difficult problem. How do you promote ongoing engagement and re-engagement with the game like Arc Raiders without something to chase and to grind for? And how do you get folks to chase and grind the new thing if they kind of already have everything, if they're kind of already maxed out, if they're topped out, if they're really wealthy? It's the age-old problem of live service games. You got to get people to chase this thing Once they have that thing, well, then the question becomes, well, now what? Do it again? Do I add something new? Well, if you add something new, is it going to be better than what I already have? There has to be some semblance of reset, or you just end up with power creep or just an endless supply of things. I mean, I actually think Helldivers 2 needs to consider their own approach to this. New or returning players are faced with a waterfall of their, basically what are their battle passes in the game. That is a ridiculous thing to comb through. It's very, very daunting. It's honestly discouraging from engaging with the game because it's too much. It's what I would describe as maybe too much of a good thing, right? Their war bonds are their battle passes, and I mean, man, do they stack up when you haven't been playing in a while. Arc Raiders seems to understand this, but they're going to give you the option on how to approach it. And I, for one, think it's a smart move. What do you think?